Hello everybody, I'm Felipe Ledesma, a student at Southeastern University in Political Science and also Assemblies of God with Theology major and have a minor in business. I'm really glad to be here tonight. It's an amazing experience being part of the honors program. Thank you to Dr. Miller because that was a crazy experience to join to this amazing department, and also to all my professors. I wrote a list because I'm really bad with names sometimes. So first, I mentioned Dr. Gordon Miller. Thank you also for Miss Kaylin Brett, and our dear Dean Amy, and also Professor Gilmore, Dr. Beaver, and also all my advisors, my Professor Caleb McGee, former Congressman Dennis Ross, and also Mayor of Lakeland Bill Mott. So moving ahead with the topic of my presentation, I would like to talk about something that is really interesting for some of you, or maybe is a hot topic for other people. When you go home and holidays and you have an amazing dinner time with your family and that person arrives and start talking about politics or religion, sometimes we do a, why again? Why this person is coming again to talk about these topics? And for other people like me, we enjoy talking about that because you see how people get their nerves up, and it's fascinating for some people. For others, it's a bad situation. So I started this thesis thinking why people like politics and why other people discuss the topic. They don't want to know about it. And is that a cultural thing, or is a general statement that we can say people doesn't want to get involved in politics? Or even more, Gen Z doesn't want to know anything to be with politics. So on, what is going to happen with democracy? And that guided me to my amazing thesis, a self-proclaimed amazing thesis, the cultural influence in politics. Are politics and culture intertwined, or culture has a final incident in politics? It's a long, long title, I know, but the reason is because politics in ways are complex, or in general are really complex. But if you go back on time to the ancient Greek philosophers, they will define politics as the normal conversation or the base conversation between two or more individuals, like this. Right now we're doing, in essence, in the more basic statement, what is politics? An engagement between two or more people in order to find a result. In this case, sharing all our experiences through the process of honors and finally presenting our thesis here. So I found that fascinating because if everyone knows that, if everyone has the same perspective about politics, I think this world will be amazing. Nobody will fight or argue about anything because basically everything is politics. And no, so what happened? What is determining the definition or the interchange or the concept of politics? And that's when culture comes. And that was my thesis, or it is my thesis. Culture has a final incident, and it's going to determine how politics are going to be applied in the world. And we go now in social medias, news, Facebook for some of us. I use Facebook. If you don't use Facebook, Facebook used to be one of the greatest social media in their point, but now we have TikTok, Snapchat, and the TikTok ban, if you know about it, but more stuff like that. And it means social media has been playing now an important role on how politics are going to be distributed, and also how culture is being affecting our society. And through my thesis, I go in not only in the American society, I also explore Western philosophy, Eastern philosophy, ancient Greek and Roman justice system. And I finalized my thesis with the idea of how American politics landscape in the 21st century it's being applied in our time. And I find fascinating about this topic a few things, a lot of things, but I'm gonna make a list. First, the importance of politics when you are being affected takes a bigger role when you feel that intention of a third party coming to you. An example, nobody likes politics till you hear that you're not gonna get that tax credit. Nobody likes politics till one of your programs is gonna be closed because there are not enough funds. for that specific program. Or nobody likes politics till we go to war and now you're gonna be enlisted and going to fight in another country. And politics is not just that. As I mentioned in the beginning, politics can be consolidated and just condensed in this. Whenever or whatever you do at home, and also however you behave with other people and however you represent your ideals and morals, is gonna determine how future and how your family, how your future goals and desires are gonna be portrayed in the world. So I would like to encourage all of you to go deep into politics and not just into a partidist politics, in the real essence and meaning of politics. Thank you so much.